Welcome.
Welcome to the Everything Podcast. I am your host, Chuck Manity. And in today's episode, we are going to be covering Night of the Zoopocalypse, which is actually a movie coming out next year. We'll speak about that. And it has a runtime of 1 hour 31. So short and sweet, unlike a lot of the movies these days, which are usually 2 hours plus. But maybe that's a good thing, we'll see. But as we do, we're going to give a bit of info with regards to the cast and so on, and about what this is about. Then we will show you the trailer, which actually dropped yesterday. And after that, I will give you my thoughts. So, without any further ado, let's get into it. So, the basic premise is a wolf and mountain lion team up when a meteor unleashes a virus turning zoo animals into zombies. They join forces with other survivors to rescue the zoo and stop the deranged mutant leader from spreading the virus. So this is actually a best-selling genre author from Clive Barker. And it says here, best-selling genre author Clive Barker has brought us the horrors of Rawhead Rex, Hellraiser, Nightbreed, Candyman. If you haven't seen Candyman, go check that out, if you're old enough. Lord of Illusions, The Midnight Meat Train, Dread, and Books of Blood, amongst other things. And now he's bringing us the animated comedy Night of the Zoopocalypse. A trailer for the film, which is set to reach theaters on March 7th, 2025, can be seen today on the show, so not in the embed above. You don't need to click anything. So Barker provided the concept for Night of the Zoopocalypse, and the idea was then fleshed out into a screenplay by Stephen Hoban and James Key. It's directed by Ricardo Curtis and Rodrigo Perez Castro. The movie has the following synopsis. So this is basically just a bit more in depth. So one night a meteor crashes into Culpeper Zoo, unleashing a virus that transforms animals into strange and hilarious slobbering zombie mutants. Gracie, a young quirky wolf, teams up with a gruff and fearsome mountain lion to find a way back to her pack. As the zoo is overrun, they must come up with a plan to get all the animals back to normal. Together with the help of a motley crew of survivors, Xavier, the movie-obsessed lemur, Frida, the fiery capybara, Ash the sarcastic, fabulous ostrich, and Felix the treacherous monkey. They embark on a perilous mission to rescue the zoo and defeat Bunny Zero, a deranged mutant king determined to spread the virus beyond the zoo walls. Welcome to the Zoopocalypse. So the cast for this is Carl Derrick. He's playing Fred. I'll give you guys a bit more info about what they've done in a second. And then you have Scott Farley. He's the voice of Antelope. And then you have Joshua Graham, who is playing Hank, or the voice of. Then David Harbour, he's actually playing Dan. And then you have Gabby Cosmides, she's playing Gracie. And then Paul Sang-Hyung Lee, he's playing Felix. Heather Loretto is Frida. And then Bryn Macaulay is Bunny Zero. And last but not least, there is Lisa Ortiz. She's Stella the Sea Lion. So, with regards to some of what the characters have done, so you have David Harbour, you might know him from Stranger Things. Scott Thompson, The Kids in the Hall. Lisa Ortiz, you'll know from Pokemon. Carl Derrick is from Cube Zero. Scott Farley, actually from Murdoch Mysteries, Joshua Graham from Dino Ranch, Gabby Cosmides from Unicorn Academy, Paul Sun Hyun Lee is from the Avatar, The Last Airbender, Heather Loretto is from Reasonable Doubt, and Bryn McCauley from Hotel Pennsylvania. Sorry, I mean Hotel Transylvania. And yeah, that's basically it. But also on that, this is actually going to be released, as I previously mentioned, on March 7th in 2025. That's launching in the States. And yeah, this was actually known as Night of the Zombies, which I'm not really a fan of. I actually quite like Night of the Zoopocalypse. It just rolls off the tongue a little bit better. Yeah, but without any further ado, let's watch the trailer for Night of the Zoopocalypse.
You just don't get it, do you, Gracie? Sooner or later, something bad, or worse, is gonna happen.
Grandma, we live in a zoo!
Nothing interesting ever happens here.
You hear that? I think something's not right.
Evasive maneuver 7, Delta 15!
It has become some kind of gummy zombie. Oh yeah, does that make sense?
I'd call that something worse!
We have to get out of here!
Grandma! Did you just punch my grandma in the face?
Sorry, kid, but your grandma's a monster. All right, we gotta get out of here.
Hi, I'm Pooh. I'm a pygmy hippo. Or am I?
And that was the trailer for the Night of the Zoopocalypse. So, my thoughts, there are very, very funny pieces in this trailer. It starts off, so it's definitely going to be a comedy, 100%. I really love this sort of animated zombie stuff. I don't know, I suppose it's quite niche, I guess. But I really do enjoy this kind of thing. Yeah, which is why, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of musicals, but the thriller from Sing was really cool. I quite enjoyed that. And then with regards to this one, some of the funny pieces with the wolf in the beginning with the evasive maneuvers, whoosh, 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 doing all this silly stuff. And then the piece at the end was actually really a hoot for me, because you see all the, you know, they're in the ball pit or whatever, and you see this thing sort of, they're trying to get away from because they can't see it. All I imagine for a second is Sheldon popping up going, Bazinga! So, yeah, no, and then, you know, the crazy granny that got punched in the face. Did you just punch my granny in the face? Like, yeah, she's a monster. But yeah, no, it looks cool. It looks funny. Yeah, that's what you want. You want something that you can walk away from with a big smile on your face, having laughed a little bit, that your stomach's a bit sore. You know, that's what you want. You want something good. So this is looking pretty cool. As far as the animations go, I would say this is definitely my top 3 that I'm excited for. One of. The other one, when I say excited, I'm like wearily excited. So Moana 2. Yeah, that looks like it's going to be quite cool as well. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Like, well, there is 1 or 2 others that we'll chat about. But some things to look forward to. I don't know if anyone has seen Dear Santa. So if you guys want us to do a review on that, please do let us know. That would be cool. But with regards to today's episode, if you enjoyed the trailer, as I did, please do comment below. If you enjoyed today's review, also pop a comment, as well as showing us some love by liking, sharing, and subscribing. But that is it for today's episode of the Everything Podcast, and we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.